from FootJoy Reflexology, and today I wanted to talk about tight calves and how to relieve some of that tension in your calves. When I work on someone who has tight or sore feet, it doesn't surprise me when I start to work up their calves a little bit that they're like rock hard and really tight and tender as well. So a lot of times they send my clients home with some homework to loosen up those calves as well as their feet. And the homework includes rolling your calves. There's a couple of different ways you can roll your calves, and I have made a video in the past about using rollers, foam rollers, rumble rollers, and a variety of other soft to hard rollers. But that can be a little bit awkward for some people to roll their calves because you kind of have to balance on your upper body, and you can't always get pressure on the calves in the right way. So I have mentioned to some clients that there's also something called the partner stick roll. It's fun, and it's a great way for you to just kind of relax, as my model Jamie is doing here, while either a friend or your partner or even your child perhaps rolls out your calves. And we can also roll the hamstrings and even up into the glute ham junction, which when you loosen that up, it can feel good. If you have like a tight back, it can also loosen up that area. So we're trying to loosen up the chain. So I'm just going to show you quickly the best way to do this. So you want to find a comfortable spot, obviously like a carpet or maybe on a yoga mat, not on a hard floor. Who's ever getting rolled is just going to relax, maybe lay their head on their hands folded together, or you could even do a flatter pillow underneath. I'm going to have my model here. I'm going to start on the right leg, so I'm going to have them bend their left leg at a 90-degree angle up, and then I'm actually going to straddle over the leg, and I'm going to wrap my knees a bit around their ankle actually, so I can see the whole calf. Now what's really important about a calf roll is you can see right into this area. I start to head into the back of the knee, so I don't want to go past this area, probably right in here. And then as I move down here, I get into the tendon area, and that also is not what we want to roll. So we're looking for this fatty area of the calf. For some people, it's not going to be all that much. For others, it's going to be a larger area, but you have to make sure you're not rolling into behind the knee or into the tendon area, and you're also trying to avoid any bones because that can be very painful. So particularly if this is your first time doing it, and this is the first time someone's receiving it, you want to start off nice and gentle, but the idea is that you're gripping the outside of the stick. This runner stick can be purchased on Amazon, which is where I got mine. This is about a 16-inch stick. They also have smaller sticks that are great for packing in travel, and I think they also have a little bit larger. So I'm pressing firmly at the bottom of that fatty area, and I'm just going to roll nice and gradual. I'm not rolling that deep. And then I might check in with my model and say, how is that pressure? Do you want deeper?
Less.
Less pressure, okay. Less pressure. So I'm just going to take some nice smooth strokes here. And then you might want to shift into the lower inside corner of that big calf muscle. Again, nice smooth strokes. And you can also move to the outer upper. And you're kind of searching for any bumps or knots or anything like that. And if you were to find one, you might like dig in a little bit more and try to loosen that up. As you feel the calf relax a bit, and you're also watching for cues from the person that you're rolling, so see if they're gripping their hands or struggling to kind of stay relaxed, I might go a little bit deeper and a little bit faster. And so I would say about 30 to 50 rolls, just depending on how much time you have. But get 30 good rolls. If you have a little bit more time, you can do a little bit more. So I'm going to stay on the right side, and I'm going to move up to the hamstring. This also can be a really sensitive area. Again, you want to stay, in this case, above the knee. Don't get anywhere near the knee. And we're just going to the crease between the hamstring and the glute. So again, I'm going to start off and just put some pressure there, and I'm gonna roll up slowly. And you might see the hamstring tighten up a little bit, but then the person should be able to take some deep breaths and relax. And again, I'm gonna work this area, maybe 10 strokes, and then I'm gonna move to the inside of that area. And if the person can take a little bit more pressure, you actually wanna get the sensation that you're bending this bar over their muscle. In very, very rare cases will that ever cause the stick to break, so don't worry about that. And then again, I would take it maybe to the upper outer corner. And then if they're nice and relaxed and they can take a little bit more, you go fast into the middle or into any spots that might be tight. And again, same 30 to 50 strokes. Then last but not least, you want to get into what's called the glute ham junction, so right where the hamstring and the glute meet. Depending on the person, there might not be as much cushion there, it might be a little bit bony, but you really want to dig in there, get settled, and then you want to kind of push back and forth. So pull the hamstring and push into the glute. If you should kind of see the glute muscle jiggle a bit too if you're doing this, or see the person jiggle. And it's really just maybe 10, 20 times here, vigorously. And then that's one leg, and literally you do the same thing on the other leg. This person would stretch out their leg and then put this one at a 90-degree angle. You don't want to leave the person with just one leg worked out. I will work out my model's left leg, but we won't do it on the video because it's the exact same thing both sides. And then after you roll out your partner, friend, whoever you're working on, let them walk around a little bit and kind of feel how they're doing and loosen up, and then they can come back and return the favor to you. So hopefully you can have someone try this out, that you have someone that you can try this out with, and you'll let me know how it goes. That's partner stick rolling. Bye.